Macca's Guides.
Hey everyone, Macca here playing Metal Hellsinger, and in this video we're going to be grabbing the hardest achievement slash trophy in the game, but I'm going to show you how to make it as easy as possible, and that is called Not Shaken Nor Stirred, and it's awarded for never hitting offbeat in a hell. I would highly recommend you do this after you beat the main campaign and complete all of the torments to unlock all of the sigils. Then go to the first level in the game, go to the Lamb difficulty. For our weapons, we're going to choose the Hellhounds and the Hellcrows. And then for our sigils, we're going to choose the Last Breath level 3 and the Ultimate Sovereignty level 3. Now, just so we're on the same page, never missing a beat means that you either have to get a perfect or good shot when you shoot your gun. You also have to, if you dash, land it on the perfect or good beat. So I'd recommend just not dashing if you don't have to. If you try to go for an active reload, you will have to hit it. But if you do a normal reload, it doesn't have to be perfectly timed. And you can jump and use your ultimates without worrying about timing. At the very beginning, feel free to skip enemies. You only really have to do the rooms that you get locked in. Now I'm going to show you how to make this as easy as possible. We'll basically be able to complete this entire mission without ever shooting our gun. You can feel free to be however risky you want. If you want to be really safe, it's just going to take really long. But if you want to be a little bit risky, you can get it done in about 15 minutes. If you have an incredible amount of skill, you can get it done in like 5 minutes though. The majority of our strategy though relies on the fact that Ultimate Sovereignty level 3 will regenerate your ultimate in about a minute or so. And you can use your ultimate in order to get kills for you. And this way you won't actually have to time any beats yourself. You can still use beats yourself. This will just allow you to basically do the mission faster, but it is a riskier strategy, as you see me using my Hellcrows here. This is the first little dungeon area, so I'm okay with being a little bit riskier. I'm going to get a little bit safer as I get into the end of the level. But basically, if I wanted to, I could just run around in circles building my ultimate over time, and then I could just use my ultimate in order to kill the enemies, and I wouldn't have to worry about timing it. So basically, because I am at 100% already with my accuracy, I can kill every enemy using an ultimate and never drop below 100%. It's just going to take a while because I have to wait in between rooms to charge these things up. Now, the other thing you want to combine Ultimate Sovereignty with is the Last Breath option, and this basically means that your weapons will do double damage if you are at low health. You can tell you're at low health because the bass of the music will change, and if you're in this mode, you'll notice your bullets do double damage, but so do your ultimates. So the best ultimate is the Hellhounds one. It drops basically like a projection of you in the middle, and it'll shoot everything for you. If you combine that while having low health, it'll do double damage, and basically every single enemy is a one-hit kill for this ultimate, and you can clear the majority of a room this way. In the next room, the same thing. We're going to time a couple of perfect shots just to make it as easy as possible to extend the life of our ultimate. But if you wanted to, you could just enter the room, drop your ultimate, and wait, and then it will take out a bunch of enemies. Go to the next ultimate, it'll take out a bunch of enemies, and then rinse and repeat, just staying alive while your ultimate charges using your perks. Also, feel free to basically wait before you enter a dungeon type area and allow both of your ultimates to charge while there are no enemies around you. This will just make the room even easier once you do enter it. But with both of the perks and a couple of extra shots landed here and there, you should be able to quite easily beat this mission without firing more than 50 bullets, even less if you wanted to. Again, it depends how risky you want to be and how quickly you want to do it. But if you really wanted to take a whole hour and just run around in circles in every part of every dungeon, you could do that and just get every single kill from your ultimate. It would just be more of a test of patience. One thing to keep in mind is that when you do use the Hellcrow ultimate, it's very easy to accidentally hit some health on the wall. This will heal you up, so you may have to take some damage back down to 0. You are allowed to die, but I would recommend against it. Just to be safe. And this mission has about 4 dungeon rooms and then the final boss battle. But the final boss battle can be done very, very quickly if you handle it correctly. I'll fast forward some clips here just so I can show you. But for the most part, these rooms, I'm just taking very, very safe shots, making sure not to dash or try active reloads, and I'm being patient with my ultimates to make sure that they are getting as many kills as possible. Now, you'll see me actually using my gun here against the final boss. That's a decision I made. I felt somewhat confident that I could hit these shots. I was also streaming, so I wanted the stream to be pretty entertaining. And if you do build your hit streak up, it does actually make your guns and your ultimate do more damage against the boss. So if you could build your hit streak and you do have that confidence, it will make the final boss battle take about 2 or 3 minutes instead of like 10 or 15 minutes. On the first wave of enemies, after the boss no longer takes damage, they will spawn a huge group of enemies, and this is where I would recommend using the Hellcrow ultimate to hopefully take out the big guy and all of the little dudes, but realistically you won't be able to do it all at once because it doesn't last long enough. But then you can just run around in a circle, which is what I did. I ran around in a circle for about a minute, made sure I had low health, and then used my Hellhound's ultimate to take out those enemies and a little bit more of the boss. On the boss's final stage, it'll also take an insane amount of damage on every hit, something like 3,000 to 5,000 if you time it right. So again, risk and reward about whether you want to take that risk. I did because I really wanted to get this achievement. And at the end of the game, once you beat that final boss, you will get the summary screen. And on that screen, if it's 100% on beat and you actually successfully finish the mission, I actually tried to see if I could just fail out of the mission. It won't give you the achievement or trophy. But if you succeed at the mission and get 100%, the achievement or trophy should unlock for you. And this is an absolute easy way to do it for everyone, no matter how much skill you have. Thank you so much for watching the video. Drop a like, share the video with a friend. Special thanks to everyone on Patreon for supporting the show, and hopefully I see you soon. Peace.